we just got back from a trip to Illinois, and we are so excited to share a couple of the places that we found there with you. The first of which is the Klehm Arboretum in Rockford, Illinois.
The Klehm Arboretum and Botanic Garden is a 155-acre forest preserve
It's
in
huge.
Rockford, Illinois. It
Yeah.
is huge.
Yeah. Your mom said that we would be able to get through all of it in one afternoon, and that was totally not true.
We went through maybe 20% of it, and that was only the paved stuff.
Yeah.
It contains over 2 miles of paved paths and over 3 miles of unpaved trails.
Yeah.
Literally just leading you into the darkness. It's
I don't know that was really into the darkness, but
wasn't-
into the forest.
okay.
Really.
It wasn't
Yeah.
dark, but it was fantastic.
Yeah.
It really felt like being transported to another world.
Yeah, it was nice, and it would be such a nice place to go if we lived there to just have a membership too, and you could just go walking there every day to get exercise, and it would be really nice.
Yeah, definitely doing laps of that place would be very good for your cardiovascular system and your soul.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too.
And it's actually a non-profit place.
I didn't know that.
Which is really cool.
Oh,
yeah.
That's cool. Well, good for them. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Yeah. They call it a living museum because a lot of the stuff in there is extremely old, like species-wise, the trees and stuff. Not that the trees are very old. Some of them are, but yeah. It was initially founded as a tree nursery in 1923 by three brothers who planted seeds from around the world.
Yeah.
And then
the Klehm family bought it in 1968.
Yeah.
And they maintained it until 1985 when they donated it to the Winnebago County Forest Preserve.
Yes, Winnebago County is where Rockford is located in Illinois.
Yeah.
The Arboretum contains a pre-preserved 12-acre bur oak grove, with some trees being over 300 years old.
Yeah, which is really cool.
They were super tall. It was really cool.
Yeah. It was really cool.
And bur oak, I didn't know about this until I started researching for this video, but it's kind of like a white oak. It's like an offshoot of white oak, which I thought was really fascinating. My dad does a lot of wood carving and woodworking, so he's been trying to impart wood knowledge onto me for a long time. It hasn't stuck.
Well, you still know more than me. But they also have more than 50 species of conifers in the Arboretum from all over North America, Europe, and Asia.
Yeah.
I read on their website, so that's really cool.
Yeah, and 1994 they started planting gardens so that they could have more control over what was inside rather than just being a big open wild whatever. It was curated essentially. Lots of gardens, amazing gardens.
So there are different sections for different types of gardens. They have a lilac garden, a hosta, peony gardens. You can see umbrella magnolia trees, maple trees.
Yeah.
Chestnut trees, cork trees, all kinds of stuff. And then they also had that ornamental grass garden.
It was so cool.
Which was really cool.
You don't realize just how tall grass can get until you're right next to it. And most people, I think, in the States would never have this chance anyway. But that stuff was literally, like, I'm
taller
a little
than
under
us.
6 feet, and it was higher than me. And it's, I can't imagine being stuck in the tall grass. Like, it would just freak me out.
Yeah.
But it was so cool to watch. Like, it was in the middle of, like, a triangle, and it was just very open for the breeze. And it was so cool. It was really rad.
Yeah, but I think our favorite gardens there were probably the demonstration gardens.
Yeah. Yeah,
you're actually encouraged to touch the plants, and the idea is that for you to get ideas of what you could plant in your own garden.
Yeah.
But there were a lot of bees and butterflies and birdhouses.
So much cool.
Just lots of flowers. It was really beautiful and peaceful.
Yeah, it was really great because you can like rub mint and smell it and like and stuff, and it's all just to get you to plant your own garden, and to know what to attract, like bees or butterflies and stuff like that. It's pretty cool.
Because part of the demonstration garden, or like off to one side of it, I guess, was the butterfly garden. Yeah, everything in the butterfly garden has been planted for the purpose of getting butterflies to reproduce there. Yes. Because monarch butterflies are actually an endangered species.
I was surprised finding this out because I've had monarch butterflies, in my life forever, and it's like I can't imagine that they just seem so populous, but the numbers are dwindling. It's really sad.
Yeah, and it's due to habitat loss.
Yeah. A lot of it is that their natural wildflowers that they would normally reproduce at are being taken for like agriculture and stuff, and it's really sad. So if you can plant some flowers that will attract these, because they will come and they will be there and drink from your garden.
Yeah, so that was a really cool thing that they didn't really promote on their map, which I thought was very strange, because it's really cool that they're doing that.
Yeah, and it's something that more people need to know about. I mean, really, honestly.
But they also have like a children's garden area of the Arboretum. It has like a 3-story outpost where you can get like aerial views of the Arboretum, of the gardens, so that was really cool. Yeah, it has a splash pad for kids to run around. It's like that soft material you'll see at I want to say it's like AstroTurf, but I don't know what it was. It's very spongy, and it has just water shooting out of it, and there were so many kids getting so wet. It was really funny. It was a hot day, you know? It was a hot day, so that is true. It would be a good alternative to like a water park, I guess. Yeah. They had this really cool chalkboard cow that you could write things on. I don't really know what the exact purpose of it was, but it was fun. It was interactive. It's part of the children's garden. Yeah. And then what I thought was really cool was that they had a small patch that they called their ABC garden, where they had planted a flower or something that started with each letter of the alphabet. Yeah. And I thought that was really cool. They also have a fountain garden and a prehistoric garden, which sounds kind of like, oh, prehistoric, what does that mean? But it contains essentially, really cool. Well, to me, it's like that stuff should all be dead. It's prehistoric. Sure. But most of it technically was. It contains bristlecone pine, which California has a few here that are over 5,000 years old. That's insane. North of us, yeah. It also contains dawn redwood and ginkgo, which most people probably know ginkgo biloba, but for a long time they were considered extinct. Yeah. It wasn't until like the 30s where they found a couple of these species, the dawn redwood and the ginkgo, in small villages in China, and realized that they weren't dead, they were still alive. They just evolved so slowly over millions of years that they were essentially the same as they were millions of years ago. Yeah. It's really fascinating. It was really cool to see. Yeah. To see them, and there were like little dinosaur statues, a couple of little dinosaur statues. Yeah, it's a very small area, but it was a cute little. It was super fun. It was cool. I mean, it was cool. It was really cool. Yeah. The Arboretum right now until September 11th has the Sean Kenny's Nature Connects made with Lego bricks. Yeah. Which was a really cool surprise for us. Yeah. Because we didn't know that was going to be a thing, but they were really impressive. It was really cool. It was a bunch of different creations, things put together by Legos, produced by Imagine Exhibitions. There were at least 12 displays. We saw 11 of them. Yeah, there was one we didn't see. I'm not sure where it was. Yeah, so we saw a hummingbird drinking from a flower, which I think was probably my favorite one. Yeah. There was a snake and a mouse. That was my favorite. Yeah. And then there was a praying mantis, which was huge. It was very big. There was a bald eagle. That was the first one we saw, was the bald eagle. It was cool. There was a little family of ducks. It got hidden away. Like, you almost didn't see it. They were next to this little stream, I think, leading into the children's garden. There was a sundial. What else did we see? There's a woodpecker. Yeah, and the woodpecker was strapped to a tree. Oh, that's true. He was up. Made out of Legos. He was way high up. It was really cool. Yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah. In the demonstration garden, there was a birds and squirrels on a fence made from Lego, which was really cool. And the giant lily flower, which was in the visitor center, and perhaps one of the coolest, the extremely large monarch butterfly, which was very detailed. Yeah. Most of these things took an average of like 240 hours to make, with like 50,000 pieces. It was crazy. It was actually really crazy / impressive. Yeah. But each one had a sign next to it saying how many Legos it took and how long it took to make it, along with other information, you know. But those were just really cool. So if you have a chance to get out there before September 11th, 2022, do it. Definitely, those were really cool. Definitely check it out. If not, if you get there after September 11th,
go to the Arboretum anyway. It's really nice. It's very peaceful.
Really nice place.
It's a great place just to go chill and relax. If you live in Chicago and you want to get away from Chicago for a while, go to Rockford. It's fun.
Yeah.
Plenty of places to visit and go see. It was a surprise gem that I wasn't expecting.
Yeah, and we actually found them because they participate in the Museums for All program. If you don't know about that, I'll put a link in the description of this video so you can go check it out.
Awesome. Thanks for watching. We'll be back
on Thursday.
With a Thirsty Thursday. And make sure you get all our social medias and our sign up for our newsletter on our website. We'll be having videos every week.
Yeah. Thanks for watching.